Welcome back to Corporate Nitro. Okay, Hyper short course truck, Hyper 10. We've got a new friend, so I'm going to introduce you to him. Now be nice. You've got to let him play with your toys. He's only got 3 legs at the moment. He's a little bit shy. This is HPI Bullet ST. He's in your family. He's also a stadium truck. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down, relax. Give him some time, he's shy. Just back off, okay? Just be nice to him. Okay, there you go, Bullet. We're going to call you Alec. Okay, Bullet? We'll call you Alec from now on. HPI Bullet ST G3.0. It's a 110 scale, 4-wheel drive, nitro powered stadium truck with a very fast revving 0.18 nitro motor. Okay, we've got the HPI Bullet Nitro with the G3.0. Don't know if it's an MT or an ST because we don't have the wheels or the body. So I believe everything else is exactly the same. We've got a metal pipe there. Got the G3.0. I believe there might be 2 sponges supposed to be in here, but can only see one. Rear of the car looks really good. We've got good shock action there. Bit of sticky tape here on the pull cord. Yep, back of the car looks good. Phillips hardware. We're missing the little hubs, hex hubs, but I've got some spare from another 110 truck, from a Hyper short course truck, Hyper 10. So we'll see if they fit on. They should fit on because they're black, they're plastic, and they're pretty chunky. But I'm not sure if they're 12s or 14s. But at least I'll have some wheels to match as well. We're missing the radio cover, which is not critical because I don't play in the wet. And I always protect my receivers with a bit of blue tack or something else I find in the office, some kind of tack. We've got both servos. We've got some, this goes to the battery, that goes to the receiver for the power, just loops to the on-off switch. We've got here, throttle, brake, steering servo, so it's all there. Okay, this is the problem area. So there's obviously been an accident here. Now I believe this arm broke because the car came with a broken arm. So it seems like somebody has put the arm back on and then either crashed it again or didn't finish fixing the car. So we're missing a hinge pin. We're missing 1 dog bone. We are missing 1 spring and the little plastic piece that goes at the bottom of the spring. I think it's called a spring retainer. I don't think we're missing anything else in the front. So yeah, 1 more air filter there, which is not the end of the world. It's got a nice metal spur gear. Obviously the fuel tank is missing, but some of the parts that come with the fuel tank are still there. I'll need some fuel hose as well because that's all missing. Let's check if the engine is a little bit seized, somewhat seized. Okay, that doesn't want to move at all. Let's check the flywheel. Wow, this looks fantastic. That's really new. So maybe a beginner. No, that's not moving. So another seized engine. All my engines are seized. All the 3 nitros. Yeah, so maybe a present for a young kid, and he's crashed it into the gutter. It's got minimal scratches. This thing is brand new. You can tell it's brand new. So we'll have to unseize that, order some parts. Might have to spend $50 on parts, maybe a little bit more. I've already seen the fuel tank's only 20, which is critical. But, you know, I could always drive this in 2-wheel drive if I wanted to, or even 3-wheel drive. just to get it going and have a bit of fun. We'll definitely get this going. We'll find a body for it. The Stampede body is a little bit small, so we'll either put it on there for a laugh or we'll find something else. Okay, Nitro gang, we've put some 7mm hubs on, 7mm wide. They're just normal 12mm hubs. 2 plastic on the rear, 2 red aluminium ones on the front. We've got some wheels and tyres from a Hobeo Hyper 10 short course truck, or actually might even be the TT model. So they fit fine on the 12mm, even though the HPI come with a 14mm hub. So now that we've got those on, and managed to find a spare spring from the Hobeo that goes in the rear of the Hyper TT, I think. We haven't got any retainer down the bottom, so it's a bit soft at the moment. So we'll see what we can do there. Maybe we can make something up using some pieces of plastic, and we'll just drill a hole in them, put the 3mm shaft straight through it. Regarding this cover here, well, I went for a walk today at the beach and I found a big piece of rubber, so I might cut this up a bit and make a little radio cover for that. Air filter should be fine, one should be enough. Fuel tank I definitely have to order. Drive shaft, I almost found a drive shaft from a Hyper 10, but it was just a little bit too long. This model has an optional upgrade. You can get the CVD, but they're $70 AUD, too expensive. So I'll probably just go and get one dog bone. Comes in a pair, HPI ones. They're probably about $25. That's okay. And the fuel tank will be $20. I found a hinge pin, so I've got this arm back in now, and the hinge pin is in there, but there's no E-clips, and you can't put E-clips on this hinge pin, so it just falls out. So I can't run the car like this, but I can at least start it up and keep the chassis off the ground. And the chassis is great. There's hardly any scratches on there, just a few little ones. So next step is to start taking this G3.0 engine off and see if it's seized or whatnot, because it feels like it is seized. So we'll start on that now. Okay, let's give this car a quick clean. It's time to crack open the engine and check the condition of the piston, the rod, the crankshaft, the sleeve, the bearings. Whoa, this is exciting. This is like when you go on a date. Well, not a first date, maybe a third date. Well, maybe a fifth date, or even an eighth date. You know what happens after the 8th date, right? You know what happens, guys. You know what I'm talking about. Things get exciting. Yep, this motor is seized. Someone forgot to use after run oil in this one. Let's see if we can get it unstuck. Time to get the snatch-em straps out, get this one moving again. Look at that idle gap, it's huge. Wow, this thing looks brand new inside. I'm a little bit excited, and I'll tell you why. This Nitro ST bullet HPI, too many problems bullet. The Alec bullet was missing so many parts. I made a list of parts it was missing. It was getting close to $300. So I thought maybe what I'll do is I'll just buy the essential parts that I need to get it running, like the fuel tank, the dog bones from the front, the hinge pins from the front, and just the minimum I need to get it going. That's already $51. Hey, funny story, I found a plumber's submersible pump hose in the driveway. Don't know who it belongs to. I put it out the front for over a week. Nobody took it, so I put it on Facebook Marketplace. I just got $40 for it. I needed to deliver it to the guy, but it was right next to the hobby shop where I got the parts from anyway, and went down the road to another couple hobby shops to get some different fuels. Okay, so we've put the HPI hinge pin in, the dog bone to make it four-wheel drive again. We've put the fuel tank in, the new fuel line, put the engine back in, and the tune pipe. So all that's left is some radio equipment and a battery. I do have a spare digital receiver, so that will be going in. Don't have a radio box cover. However, I found some silicone on the street. It says Rainbird, so I think it's part of someone's sprinkler system, maybe the cover for an LCD display. So I'm probably going to cut this to size and drill a hole in it and pop it over that post and put a pin through it, and we'll hope this one does the job. Alright Nitro gang, we've connected up the Futaba digital receiver to the HPI Alec bullet, and it looks like the on-off switch is not passing any current. I've checked with multimeters, we're getting zero output even when we're in the on position. So maybe that's why this car got thrown out in the street for the council cleanup. It's because the on-off switch doesn't work. Maybe let's switch out this on-off switch with a spare one that I've got and see if that's the reason why. Crisis averted Nitro gang, the on-off switch was on the wrong way around. Let's get back to work. Now we're not going to fill up the whole tank because we don't know how this is going to go. Nicole's got coronavirus. My son's got coronavirus. What am I going to do to try and beat the coronavirus? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drink scotch. Not squatch, scotch. We're going to squash the coronavirus twice a day so that I don't get coronavirus. the HPI bullet is top shelf nitro. So you really want to keep it in something like 100% pure merino wool or cashmere, right? That way it maintains the room temperature and doesn't get any scratches, okay? Did you ever wonder why modern engines have got this huge plastic cover at the front? So you can work on your nitro. Okay, HPI Bullet Alec Baldwin edition, Bullet ST. Don't shoot, don't shoot. All right, we've got the head warmer on. We've got it directly plugged into our 12-volt car battery. I didn't realize this car actually had a nice workbench for me, but if it didn't, I've got the extension lead ready to go with a nice XT60 plug. Corporate Nitro rule number 3. We only buy investment grade RC. Sometimes I find little parts on the floor like screws and shafts and things. This time I found this real little shaft. I wasn't sure what it was for, but I kept it here just in case. Here it is. And I really thought it was from something in the MGT, like the transmission or the engine. Anyway, I'm putting the Bullet engine back together, and I'm just about to put in the back plate, and I was expecting a pin to go into that groove there. And then I looked in the back and I can't see any pin sticking out of that little crankshaft or connecting rod. So yeah, I guess that's the pin that I'm missing. Wow, finally found it a couple months later. What's the time? It's squatch o'clock. Take that, you corona bastard. Ugh.